The Faceless Mask. On the side of a black mountain sat a mask that should never have existed. It had no eyes, yet it watched everyone. It had no mouth, yet people swore they heard it whisper their names. And if anyone touched it, their face vanished forever. Not torn away. Not destroyed. Simply, absorbed into the mask's cold, white bone. 3 villagers had already become faceless shadows. Now the cursed mask rested silently in the middle of the marketplace, waiting for its next victim. No one dared go near it, except one boy. A scarred apprentice sculptor named Émile. Because he believed, the mask couldn't steal what the world had already taken. Émile had survived a terrible fire as a child. The flames left deep scars across his face. Children stared. Adults looked away. Even mirrors felt like enemies. He spent his days carving statues from stone, giving beauty to faces he believed he would never have. When the cursed mask appeared, fear swallowed the village. But Émile saw something different. Not a monster. A challenge. If everyone else was too afraid, then someone with nothing left to lose had to try. Ignoring desperate warnings, he walked toward the mask. The moment his fingers touched its surface, the entire world disappeared. He awoke inside a silent kingdom floating beneath a black sky. A ghostly voice echoed around him. To free the stolen faces, survive 3 trials. The ground trembled. The first trial had begun. Émile entered a room filled with mirrors. Every reflection showed a different version of himself. One handsome. One powerful. One untouched by fire. Then one mirror glowed brighter than the rest. For the first time in his life, he saw the face he had always dreamed of. Smooth skin. Kind eyes. No scars. The reflection smiled. I can make this your real face, it whispered. Leave the others behind. Émile stepped closer. His heart pounded. His fingers reached toward the glass. Then, he remembered the lonely nights. The pain. The people who judged him before knowing him. Those scars had shaped every act of kindness he had ever shown. Without them, he would not be himself. With tears in his eyes, he turned away. The perfect reflection shattered into dust. The first trial was complete. The second trial was crueler. Darkness surrounded him. Suddenly, voices filled the air. They laugh at you. They pity you. You're still the ugly boy. The voices became louder. Crueler. Then they changed. Now they sounded exactly like the villagers he had come to save.
Look at what you've
Even
become.
his old teacher.
You cannot escape
Even
your
children.
past.
Every word stabbed deeper than fire ever had.
You will never be
Émile
enough.
dropped to his knees.
Look at what you've become.
But then,
You
he
cannot
remembered
escape
something.
your past.
People's fear often speaks louder than their hearts. He closed his eyes, placed his hand over his scarred face, and whispered, I know who I am. Instantly, every cruel voice vanished. Only silence remained. The second trial was over. The final trial seemed impossible. A giant hall stretched before him. Thousands, no, millions of stolen faces floated through the air. Old. Young. Happy. Terrified. Every face looked alive. The voice returned. Find the 3 villagers. If you choose wrong, they remain trapped forever.
Thank you, Émile. You saved us
Émile
all.
searched desperately. Hours seemed to pass. Every face blurred together. Then he stopped trying to
Thank you,
recognize
Émile. You
appearances.
saved us all.
Instead, he remembered how each villager smiled. How one always tilted his head while laughing.
Thank you,
How
Émile.
another
You
closed
saved
her
us all.
eyes when she smiled. How the oldest man's eyebrows always lifted before speaking. He wasn't searching for faces
Thank
anymore.
you, Émile. You saved us all.
He was searching for people. One by one, he touched the correct faces. The hall shook violently. Cracks spread across the cursed mask. With one deafening scream, it exploded into countless pieces. Émile opened his eyes. He was back in the marketplace. The three missing villagers stood beside him. Their faces restored. The curse was broken. The villagers looked at Émile differently now. Not because his scars had disappeared. They hadn't. But because they finally saw the courage beneath them. Years later, Émile became the greatest sculptor the kingdom had ever known. People traveled from distant lands to admire his statues. Not because they were perfect, but because every face carried tiny flaws. Scars. Wrinkles. Crooked smiles. They looked real. When visitors asked why he never carved perfect beauty, Émile would simply smile and say, "A face is not what makes someone human. It's the story they carry." And from that day forward, no one in the village feared their reflection again.